Hey guys, today we'll be comparing the burial practices of ancient Rome and early Christianity, and what patterns and differences appear. First, naturally, is the cultural influences. Ancient Roman burial practices were influenced by a combination of Roman religion and Etruscan traditions. Initially, Romans practiced cremation and believed in the veneration of ancestors, but later with the rise of Christianity, burial practices evolved. Early Christian burial practices were influenced obviously by Christian religious beliefs. Christians believed in the resurrection of the dead and placed a strong emphasis on the care of the deceased's body. Inhumation, or burial of the body, became the norm. When comparing funerary monuments, ancient Romans constructed grand mausoleums, columbria, and sarcophagi, often adorned with inscriptions and artwork. Emphasis was placed on the grandeur of the tomb and the family mausoleum. However, early Christians focused less on elaborate monuments and more on simple graves or catacombs. Christian inscriptions often included religious symbols and references to the deceased's faith. In Rome, the wealthy and elite often had opulent mausoleums and grand funerary monuments, while the less affluent were more likely to have simpler graves or be interred in a columbria. This is contrasted with early Christianity, as early Christian burial practices emphasized equality in death. The faithful were often buried in communal catacombs, and there was a degree of social leveling in Christian cemeteries. Roman burial practices evolved over time, with the transition from cremation to inhumation becoming more pronounced in the later Roman Republic and Empire. The early Christian burial practices developed as Christianity spread and evolved, adapting to theological beliefs and the social context. For example, the transition from cremation to inhumation became more pronounced among early Christians. This shift was influenced by the Christian belief in the resurrection of the body, aligning with the theological idea that the body would be physically resurrected at the second coming of Christ. Ancient Roman burial practices included both urban and suburban cemeteries, with the location often determined by social status and wealth. Rome's urban cemeteries could be densely populated. Early Christian communities established catacombs, often outside the city walls, to provide a safe and hidden place for burial and religious gatherings. As we look at a civilization that was influenced by the culture of the Roman Empire, it's important to note the distinct differences. The biggest difference was a significant shift in burial customs. Because early Christians emphasized the care of the deceased's body and the belief of the resurrection, it would lead to widespread adoption of inhumation and simpler graves. And this change was driven by the profound influence of the Christian religious beliefs and their values.